You're watching The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. We have some special guests in the building with us today. I don't know everybody's name, but we have Jessica Holter here, and you brought some young ladies with you today.
I did. Thank you so much for having us. I have Karis Lovechild. She's our new singer.
Karis Lovechild.
Karis. Hey, Karis.
Okay.
Yes. And Nikki Morgan, she's a sexologist.
Hey, Nikki. Okay. Now, Jessica's the creator of the Pussy Poets.
Punani.
Punani Poets, man.
We can say that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, pussy,
It's yours.
Pussy.
There you go. There you go.
You really can't
Pussy
say that.
power.
No.
Yeah, there's
really
a one
cannot.
pussy minimum up here, one pussy maximum, all right? You said it right. You guys got some interesting hair. I see purple, I see blonde, I see, is that a dark cranberry?
It's crimson.
Don't you sound like a white man?
Yeah, what are you
all
talking
curious
about?
about your
Dark
hair.
cranberry.
Like he never seen a black woman's hair
It's
before.
lively, I like it.
Let's talk about the Punani Poets.
You want to touch it now? Can I touch it?
Can I want to know.
Jesus Christ.
Girls, let's discuss what the Punani Poets is for everybody.
Punani Poets, we are a group of, we're a theater company, you know, and we do AIDS awareness, but we use an erotic format to do it.
So it's like X-rated plays, like porn plays?
It's like our
Bones on Broadway.
it's like
Boners on
R-rated.
Broadway.
It's educational.
It's sex education
Okay.
theater. It
Yes.
is. It's sex education theater, and we have different elements. We've been doing it for 22 years, so we always change it up, do something new. This year we have Nikki Morgan, who's a sexologist. She does a touchless orgasm demonstration in our show.
touchless orgasm?
Oh, can you try that in here?
You need to lay somebody out.
We would it would take a lot to do it in here, and then we have
Charlamagne
lay it down.
What are you doing?
and we have
doing?
Karis
my shoes
Lovechild.
off.
He's
Oh,
laying
yeah.
down.
Yeah.
Can you do it on Charlamagne?
Oh my God,
Touchless
I just lay down?
Charlamagne, really?
I mean,
Tell me what I gotta do.
it's like anything.
Yo, yeah, you got it. Can
Oh
you
my
get
God.
yes, let's see this.
Oh
Let's
my
get him
God.
over here.
Why he's laying down? I want to go back to hair. When you dye your hair up top, do you dye your hair down low too?
Okay, go ahead. Nikki Morgan's
Some
going to
people do.
concentrate on this while we talk.
You guys talk.
Okay. Am I going nut on myself?
Charlamagne is about to.
You better be careful.
So I might nut on myself?
Please do it. Let's go.
Please get him, Nikki. Please get him.
Orgasm
I'm
is about
submitted.
submission, so you're gonna
submitted.
have to
He's submitted.
He's submitted.
Has any, do people in this room have you guys had touchless orgasms
No.
before?
So you think maybe?
Oh, this gonna be good.
I don't feel nothing yet.
I watched it, and it's very, very
touchless,
powerful.
stupid.
Everybody in here might have one too, though, so I don't know if y'all ready for
I
all
don't think
that.
I will with Charlamagne on the floor.
Can you go ahead?
My penis gonna get hard or something?
What's happens next?
Go ahead. She has to work on.
So yeah, I have to work.
Okay, so now can we?
But we.
Am I supposed to look at you?
Karis,
No, close your
her
eyes.
voice is just this.
You want Karis to sing while you do this?
Oh, that would be wonderful. Yes.
Sing new edition.
That would help. Something that, to
Here we
serene.
go.
All right, everybody.
Stop.
be quiet.
He has to concentrate.
Stay in the ring.
Charlamagne's going to have a touchless orgasm.
What do I gotta do?
Just shut up.
Don't worry about that.
Sing on the mic.
You're talking your way out of this. Just
I
shut
was
up.
about to do the real.
All right. So what I need you to do is, I want you to take some deep breaths. He's too on. He's too on right now. He's too on. Okay. And so while you're breathing, I want you, on your out breath, I want you to kegel. You know what that is? I want you to squeeze.
With my butt?
No, well, I mean, your anus kind of goes in as well, but you know, like when you have an erect penis and you move it up and down?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want you to squeeze that. Or like when you're trying to stop your urine stream, do that while you're breathing. Breathe out and then squeeze. Out and squeeze. Squeeze. Very good. Continue. Very good. And at this point, you should start to feel just some warmth or tingling sensations in your penis area.
This touchless pussy trash, man.
You just messed up the vibe. Get up, man. You just messed up the vibe, man. You just messed up the vibe, man. You just messed up the vibe. You ain't like it?
The touchless pussy trash, man.
Ain't hitting for nothing, man. Ain't hitting for nothing,
Orgasm is
man.
about submission. So if you're thinking about what everybody looking at, if you're thinking about what you're wearing, then you're not gonna have the orgasm that we're talking about.
Did you do the Kegels? Did you hold your
I did. I never did that. I know I could do that. That was interesting. I didn't know I could do the Kegels with my penis.
But you know, this wasn't probably the right environment for this.
Well, and then that really goes to the bigger question, which is kind of why we do what we do. You know, about getting your mind right for sex. You have to get your mind right for sex. Otherwise, you just playing.
That is true. It is all mental.
So
That's why I
much
took
of
my
it-
shoes off.
That's why you took your shoes off?
Serious, because I'm the type of person. I'm an intimate guy because I'm a Cancer. I'm sensitive. And
You're
I'm
a Cancer?
Yeah, I'm sensitive and I'm emotional. So I like intimacy. I like to kiss, be naked. You know what I'm saying? I can't like have my shirt on or some socks or something. You know what I mean? I got to get into it.
Now, Jessica, what made you start the Punani Poets? I know you said
I started the Punani Poets when Eazy-E announced that he had AIDS. I used to be a hip hop entertainment journalist when I was really young. And I started the project because I wanted to do something that was as bold and as in your face as rap music had become at the time, like with the videos and the girls and all that. So I published a book that called Punani, the Hip Hop Songs, which has like partially nude pictures of women and poetry and AIDS awareness messages in it. And somebody sent that to HBO. And I just
and
started.
you were on Real Sex.
Yeah, we did Real Sex and Playboy and BET. And I started touring with it, and I really realized that the problem was much bigger than I thought. I thought it was just going to be the one project, but, you know, there's a real disconnect, especially for African-American men and women dating back to slavery, where I don't think we have reached the peak of our sexual connection because we're so broken in so many ways. So what we really create is a forum for conversation about sex, for honest conversation about sex. So we don't have to lie. We can tell the truth. You know, you can say, hey, baby, I just got out of jail. I learned something about my prostate. You ain't got to be creepy.
Whoa. That's a nice way of saying
Wait, is that the way of saying I just got out of
I slept
jail?
with a man in jail.
Whoa.
But
Jesus.
Yeah.
But
Well, which was the catalyst for African-American women being exposed to HIV. That was not our disease.
But okay, now that's a hard thing for anybody to discuss. I don't even know if that's just an African American.
What's that?
To discuss like going to jail and learning about your prostate in the process. That is not easy for somebody to discuss.
But it is when you're wearing fishnets and you're being real sweet with it. And yeah, you can.
So you want the guy?
What
to
I
wear
have
fishnets?
learned, what I have learned is that people will tell you anything if they feel that you are not going to
they're comfortable.
judge them.
Yeah.
People will tell you anything. So, you know, in the throes of passion with someone, you should be able, if you are willing to give your vagina to someone, you should be willing to have a conversation
That's
with
very
them.
So
true.
have you been with guys that have had sex?
That have
with
learned
men?
about their prostate.
Have
that
I
learned
been
about
with
that-
guys that have
learned
had
about
sex
their
with
prostate?
men? Yes.
Really?
Yeah,
But
I
that
think
didn't-
I'm pretty sure I have. It's real, yeah.
Like, how do you have that
conversation?
conversation? You like, because is he gay or is it just he was just in jail?
Not every man who is in touch with the sensitivity of his prostate is gay.
No, I'm not saying that. But if a man is in jail and another man sticks his penis in the prostate,
It's physical. It's not gay. It's if I was to stick my finger in Charlamagne's butt right now, he would come because he has a prostate
but
gland.
let's try that. That other one didn't work. Let's try
I'm
this
married.
yeah,
We
this
can't go
one
that
might
far.
actually work.
That will definitely work.
I've had a finger in my butt before.
It's physical though. It's not right. It's not gay.
Did it make you come?
Nah, it didn't make me come, but I had a finger in my butt.
It didn't make you come. You have to do a massage thing with your finger.
I can't do more than 3, 4, 5 seconds of that. Like,
Oh yeah.
I
Probably need a
can't.
bigger
It does take
finger.
a second, but
Probably need a bigger finger.
Size doesn't matter.
Maybe a thumb.
Do you think that the value of sex has been diminished in this era? We were just
Yes.
talking about that because we were listening to New Edition
Yes.
and all those passionate love songs.
oh yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes, I do. I wish we could all just like. I was talking to Nikki last week when we came here to do the other show, and she was saying, "I wish I could just make love to the whole world."
Really?
I
Make
mean,
love to the whole world?
Like every man?
Like you know that
Everybody.
just feeling you
Everybody.
get where you're so aroused by this person. I feel like that about the whole world. Like,
Or you just always horny?
Even Donald Trump?
I hear you, Nikki.
you know what? Even Donald Trump, because I know that there's a side of him that he has not discovered yet.
Ooh, wow.
I mean, when you think about sexuality, you know what I'm saying, you have to understand orgasm itself changes the way your decision making. It increases your trust hormones. So he can't possibly be having the sex that we are talking about. He can't possibly. He's not engaged in the conscious engagement of ecstasy. He can't. He's
way
not.
too angry to be coming a lot.
So if you do get a chance to have sex with Donald Trump and you put a finger in his butt, please get it on tape. We would love that right now.
Now let me ask you a question. We talked about this before. The strip club seems like it's really taken the sensitivity away from men. You see vagina, you see ass all the time. So.
Oh no, not even the strip club. Social media. It's the actual term for it. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like people have become desensitized to nudity and porn because they see it all the time. On social media.
Take a break.
Well, no, that's great because that opens the opportunity for love again. That opens the opportunity for a spiritual connection.
Men are having ED problems because of that because they see it so much. It's
Boom.
nothing arousing.
Mm-hmm. Well, they have pills for that.
I like the approach of sex being a spiritual thing, though.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, yeah. Oh my God, I'm having the most spiritual, amazing sex of my life right now. So
You having sex with a pastor?
Nah, not a pastor. I'm kind of like a preacher.
Okay.
So I got that part covered, but it's allowing myself to be open in a way that really has more to do with my heart chakra. And my head, like.
Do you speak in tongues when you have orgasms?
Nope. Just being really positive though. I keep positive words in my mouth. I try to be mindful when I'm speaking to my partner. Not to say I might be thinking in the back of my mind, but I don't say every word that I'm thinking. I'm cautious about the way that I speak. Another thing that we talk about in our show about, we're poets,
Right?
So it's about the words.
Oh, Karis, you speak in tongues when you have orgasms?
Lately, yeah.
Oh, because of the guy you with now?
It's just a liberating experience. I feel like I'm just in an orgasmic state of my life.
Word.
I
love y'all. Let me get some.
We need some hugs up in here.
Hashtag orgasmic life. That's real.
Yeah, orgasmic life is real.
Is it a disappointment if you have sex and don't have an orgasm?
No.
No,
And-
that's not what it's about.
Yeah, Nikki teaches a class on orgasm that actually made me a believer. And one thing I learned from her is that orgasm is not a destination. It's a series of feelings and heightened sensitivities that kind of come one after another.
Call those
after another.
multiples.
You have to be not just that. It's not just the multiples. Do you have multiples?
Not me. I wish, man. Not at this age. I'm one and done now.
Y'all gonna make me go home and fuck
can
the
change
shit
that,
out of my
though.
wife.
Me too. I love it.
That's the goal.
I got 5 kids. I might do one.
But you shouldn't use that kind of language though, right? It shouldn't be like I'm gonna go fuck this shit out of my
you
wife,
can.
right?
Why not?
No, yeah,
That's
we
fine?
like that too. Yeah,
Okay.
we like that too. Yeah.
Jess uses the F-bomb on stage often.
One thing when you come to our show, so we've been doing this for 22 years now, and we do this Valentine's show every year. I always tell people, like, our show is so much better than like a romantic dinner, because like a romantic dinner is not going to tap into your fantasies.
I'm coming.
And give them
Right
back
now?
to you.
No, I mean I'm coming to
it works.
I'm coming to the show.
Here with a little delay.
I'm coming to the Valentine's show.
Yeah, we will
finger in the
take
butt.
your
That was a finger in the
fantasies and turn them into like real life experiences where you go home and you will want to have sex. Like
Where's the
we
show?
make you want to have sex.
Like, everyone to go so bad.
I'm coming. When is? You
It's
say,
called the school. Our Valentine's show is called the School of Seduction.
Where?
why are you doing all of this? You having something?
I know. It's like,
She-
because Charlamagne, it makes me hot to talk about.
You
the
saucy?
Punani Poets. Yeah.
When is
She
the show?
saucy.
Where? You know what I'm saying?
Valentine's Day. We're having a show for lesbians this weekend at the Producers Club, and we're having one on February 18th for couples.
It's an urban
Valentine's.
philosopher named Future. He talks about the spiritual. He talks about the spiritual joys of putting a thumb in a young lady's anus while you're hitting it from the back. Is that actually pleasurable?
I don't think I've ever.
I don't really do anal play. Girls don't have a prostate gland. Guys do.
Really?
See, I
So
told
you
I've
get
never
more
been into
pleasure.
the anal thing.
Because we don't have a prostate. Ours is in the front. It's called a clitoris.
So why do women like that?
Well, I mean,
They don't. The porn
anus-
movies tell us we should.
No,
They're just there for
I
you.
do have friends that like that for real and they have orgasms from it.
That's from like
It's-
the heightened there's a lot of nerve endings, really sensitive nerve endings. So kissing it, licking it, you know, that's
The
something,
anus.
but really like sticking it, probably not, you know.
A lot of guys like to get their salad tossed too.
Yeah, not so much.
You don't like eating
That's
that?
a Charlamagne special.
It's not mine.
No, Charlamagne.
What'd you say about
loves
boy
Support-
butts?
I said I ain't looking no boy butt.
I support it as long as they're clean.
Not me.
I support
Yeah,
it.
it gotta
You
be.
support
Yeah,
it.
I'm good on the boy
Y'all be-
butt.
So now what happens during the show? I know it's very interactive, right? People get to ask questions.
Oh yeah, our
Grow
show.
up, guys.
Thank you for keeping us on point. Yes, we have an interactive romantic comedy show called The School of Seduction, and we have love confessions. These are the interactive portions. We have love confessions where you get up and you confess your love in front of a room full of people. Amazing foreplay, definitely. We have sometimes massage demonstrations, feet, the head, how to touch, things like that.
Size industry.
And we have
You know what makes? Should you feel funny? Like Charlamagne says this all the time, and I try to make sure it doesn't happen to me. When you get a massage, right?
yes.
Should you have an erection when they're
Absolutely.
massaging you?
I don't know.
I try to think of the ugliest person in the world and make sure.
No,
that doesn't
it's
happen.
not a good massage if
fully
you don't get an
relaxed,
erection.
So it just seems so
You know,
appropriate.
I think it's okay.
I have a friend who
kinda
says
awkward.
that when he gets a massage, he feels like they should do everything, including his penis. Can I say penis?
Yes.
Including his
Happy
penis,
ending.
because he says that's a muscle tooth. And it needs to be handled
What if
too.
it's a
and he
man
doesn't look
masseuse?
at it sexually. He's like, that's just part of the massage. So I mean, I get it.
My friend said if he gets a massage and he doesn't feel aroused, then he don't think it was a good job.
I agree.
I could see that. I could see that. We also have we also have kissing competitions in our show.
Oh my God.
That's
So
fun.
you could bring your wife, Charlamagne, and
Word.
do the kissing competition.
So what is
We
it?
give prizes.
So how does that happen? Like
we
they
just do an open call. Like now is my favorite time of the show. It's time for our kissing competition, and people always volunteer.
How do
always.
you win a kissing competition? You just have
Oh,
to-
the audience votes for the
Oh,
best
okay,
kiss,
okay.
and we have like a rule. Like there are two people, so there has to be at least 1 foot on the floor at all
that's dope.
times.
Oh, that's dope.
It's really cool.
Now, where are these
And we
shows
might
at?
get
with
That's
the-
what I'm trying to find out.
Okay, in New York, we do the Producers Club. We also do like all kinds of cities. We do every place where upwardly mobile, forward-thinking Black people live.
Mm-hmm.
Is where you will find the
PunaniTickets.com
Punani
is where
Poets.
you can go.
Punani.
if you
Spell
want-
Punani for
Are
the
the,
listeners.
is the cheaper
Punany.
tickets for cum stain seats?
What?
No, we don't have cum stain. She's a hoe. I mean, seats.
So people really have orgasms though, and during the show that's
No,
happened?
just during the demonstration.
But what
she
about
does.
in the audience? Like I'm sure some people.
You know,
Oh, actually, some have.
people will be kissing and maybe touching a little, but you know, it's off-site. If you're a swinger, you know
Have
what
you
that
ever
means.
seen somebody pull their meat out and start jerking? Because it's
No.
sensual. Oh.
No, it's not that.
It's respectful.
It's very respectful, very mature.
Because you're talking all that, and my wife's kissing up on my neck, and then we got to leave the show early.
No, people don't. People usually stay until the end, but then they definitely skirt. We don't really have after parties. Yeah, we don't have after parties. But you can find us in like Dallas, Houston, New Orleans, Atlanta, New York, Chicago, all over. Yeah, PunaniTickets.com.
What is Midnight with the Head Doctor?
That's my show.
Yes.
You the head doctor?
That's
Yeah.
the show.
The head
So what you
doctor.
saying? You got fire your head, man?
Midnight with the Head Doctor is more intimate. It's for the couples that aren't looking for a light romantic comedy show. They're looking for something a little deeper.
A little harder.
Really?
Yeah, that's my show. Is the show you would see like Nikki, you know, do like
Have an orgasm.
Why they call you the head doctor though, man?
Why do they call me the head doctor?
Yeah.
Not like that.
Let me see your
Cause I got
jaw.
skills, man.
Okay.
The professional.
All right.
Because like I feel like sex is more than just like I feel like it's mental.
All right.
I feel like we have mind sex all the time with it, like we're doing right now.
Absolutely. Give the women some tips on how to be a head doctor.
You mean like with guys, like literally?
Yeah.
Well, the first thing you have to do to be a head doctor is you have to speak nicely, say sweet things, use your mouth for good, ladies. Use your mouth for good. We don't want to
Power
be
in the tongue.
Shut up, talk.
so
shut
much
up.
power in the tongue. You don't want to, you don't want to be the angry woman. You don't have to be the angry woman. You can be sweet. You know, I got a girlfriend. She was a call girl. She taught me so much. Like,
Call girl.
yeah, like people hate on the call girls and stuff, but I feel like I can learn so much. And the main thing I learned from her is to keep sweetness on my tongue. You know, like, are you lonely and dry? can I kiss it for you, daddy? You know what I'm saying? You could role play
I
with
like
people.
that. Let me close my eyes. Go ahead, keep going. Charlamagne, close your eyes, bro. Close your eyes.
Stop talking to me, boy. Let me ruin my visions.
But then literally, like, we really do give instructions for how to give head to men and to women. And we have lesbians give men instructions on how to do it. We have a lesbian show this
weekend.
weekend.
Instructions sometimes. Y'all definitely do.
They do. They're, you have to learn how to. It's not what you think. It's not.
Yeah, a young lady taught me.
It's sucking. You want to suck the way you want to be sucked. Yeah, it's like, you got to come to the show. The Head Doctor Show, amazing stuff. Life changing.
You think you can have spiritual connections with one night stands?
Yes. Yes, some really great ones.
Yes, over there.
I've had some wonderful one night stands in my life.
And you can be with somebody for years and have no spiritual connections.
Yeah.
So it really
Absolutely.
is in the universe.
That's true.
Yes.
We appreciate you joining us. We're going to go by the show.
I'm so excited.
Tell them what the show is again and the website.
So we have our lesbian show is this weekend, Secret of the Pearl. It is at, tickets are at punanytickets.com, and the show is going to be right here in Manhattan at the Producers Club.
Okay. Well, there you have it.
And you can go to
Jessica Holter.
punanytickets.com if you want to see where they'll be in your city near you or here in New York.
There you go. We have Jessica Holter and just say your names again, young ladies, please.
Karis Lovechild.
And Nikki Morgan.
There you go. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Every weekday morning. Tune in